Testing one, two, three. Bismillah Rahman Rahim. This is Engineer Masood Akhtar Kiani, and our subject is joggle in rebars while it is placing. So before going ahead, I would like to request you to press the bell icon, like it, share it, in order to reach the next video with the easy access. So our technical session is today 172, where all the 172 videos are on board with the different subjects. So for the easy access, it can be always uh, just click the uh, YouTube studio. So from the studio, you will look at the Material Engineer official channel where all the videos are on board. So let us go to the subject. That this is the joggle reinforcement according to the uh, IS code 13920 in the columns. And according to the working drawings and the structural calculation and wherever it is required, so overlapping from the one story to the another story or from one level to the another level, where the sizes are the big in level and in the top level, other level, the sizes is small. Suppose this is just a example that in one level, the sizes are 2 feet by 2 feet, and in another one, 1 feet by 1.5 feet. So, how the column size will reduce according to the joggles, it will be a certain angle, it will be the twisted. This we will discuss mostly, and this is also provide the structural strength of the concrete in the hardened concrete and complete in a structures. So the reinforcement bars are facilitated to secure the transfer load from the one bar to the another bar, and when provide the lapping of the reinforcement bars, or either the two bars are it is a single bar are aligned with the other bar. So the bends bars are the called the joggle. So joggle is a twisted like this and with a certain uh, angle and a formula in the dia. We will discuss in the further. So, if the column has the overlapping, the reinforcement overlapping zone are as per the IS standard code 13920, and also what is the joggle system in the construction. The joggle in the construction also interlocks, also blocks, and the all circular masonry works and whatsoever it is. The sizes, one size is the different than the smaller than the lower size. So that is also a joggle. But in the steel overlapping in the column, the laps when the two pieces of the reinforcing bar are overlapped with each other, the continuous lines of the rebars, the length of the laps varies depend upon the concrete strength and rebars grades and the spacing and the lapping zone and the beams columns of each zones. So what is the maximum spacing between the bars and the columns? The maximum spacing of the reinforcement bars columns are the two reinforced bars should be at least equal to the maximum aggregate grain dimension with the at least margin of the 5 mm. The concrete columns are also strong against the compression. However, when the tension of the shears are concerned, the most less resistance of the rebars and the application where the tension rebars are the concern. Tension rebars always it has a more load cutting as compared to the conventional bars. But the tension can be always it's the reinforced and the also it's a juggle with equal distribution load from the structure. So when we place the joggle part in the reinforcement bar, it should be such a way that the clear over the inner surface and the bottom bars are always on the equal to the specified throughout the columns according to the uh, working lines. So when the joggle important is a premises is used, the structural engineer should give the recommendation according to the design provision, and it should be very, very important for the load distribution and whatsoever it is the structural criteria. So, what is the joggle length? The joggle length of the typically depend upon the thickness of the steel being used as a general rules, and the thumb length of the joggle should be at least twice of the thickness of the steel. The lapping is the necessary in the column. The lapping is done to increase the height of the column, and the overlaps comes in a specified size, hence increase the length of the column, and the also joined together with a exceed available length according to the working drawings. And overlaps should bear the load according to the length and the transverse of the load calculation. So what are the rule of the overlapping? There are the rules should be overlap column junction up to a distance L/4 from each end to the other end of the alternative levels. It is not more than a 50% bottoms, and the beams also a same zone in the columns are the very in a clear span. Uh, the overlapping is should be from uh, 1 meter plus. So the overlapping and the joggle also sometimes it is in the same zone, and that zone is very critical to calculate and to fabricate the joggle according to the structural load. So where the lapping in the calculation, it's provide the center of the column because the bending moment of the dependent is the zero, and to try the top of the midpoint and overlapping should be provided alternately according to the design provision. So what's the length of the lapping? This is also amount of overlapping between the two bars is called the lap length. Lapping is usually done where the maximum bending stress is encountered. In generally, the lapping length is a 50 when the 50 times bars diameter if the both bars are the same in the diameter. And there is an example for the overlapping of a 12 bar. How to calculate the overlap in the 12 bar? It can be also calculated to overlap the steel bar 12 The rule of the thumb is multiply dia by 50 with the 12 bars overlap by 600 This is just an example. So this is the most uh, sophisticated and the required strength criteria in the structural of the hardened concrete for the future use. And also, if there is some question, it can be there also. So in next video, we will see each other with another subject. Thank you very much and have a nice day.